What is up, guys? We are back with a new Lanterns DCU video today. So yesterday we got some teasers of apparently a new Lanterns trailer was going to be dropping today, and that has been the case. The new trailer has dropped online. I saw it on Twitter from James Gunn's Twitter, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is definitely intriguing, this trailer. I can't lie. We get to see a lot more stuff in this, I would say, compared to the first trailer we got. And yes, guys, there is a lot more green in this trailer. But yeah, I think this trailer is really cool. Get to see some green constructs. We get our first teaser potentially of Sinestro. We get to see flashbacks for John and Hal, some alien planets, and we even get our first look at Guy Gardner returning, as last time we saw him was in Superman and Peacemaker. But yeah, this is a lot more grittier take on the Lanterns lore, I must admit. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued about this show because this is gonna hit so much. I think like HBO has just always been good with their quality and their shows, to be honest, so I am excited for this. But yeah, guys, let's actually jump into this and break it down. But yeah, we get our first shot. We open up with Hal and John in a bar, basically discussing about the ring, how John can get the ring and that, and what their next move is, basically, throughout the show. But then we get this cool shot of Hal defending some civilians as these lasers are coming down from the sky, and he builds like a green construct shield to protect the town. So interestingly enough, the green construct looks amazing, to be honest. I think it looks better than what we got in Superman, to be fair, with the constructs and that. But I do wonder if this is going to be like from a spaceship, these lasers, or because they're red, maybe they're from like Red Lanterns, maybe, because the show is called Lanterns, it's not called Green Lantern, so I wonder if there's going to be other colour lanterns in this. But I do wonder if maybe it's like Manhunters as well attacking, because obviously they're the original police force that the Guardians of the Universe created before the Green Lantern Corps. So I mean, it could be that. But yeah, this shot was really probably like one of my favourite shots from this trailer, to be honest. So yeah, I am intrigued of what is going on in this town and why it's being attacked. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see and find out what is actually going on. But yeah, they keep flashing back to this bar, and then we get this funny scene where Hal creates some cash with the Green Lantern ring, and he puts it in this jukebox, basically. And we get this funny gag with John being like, "Did you just counterfeit some cash?" But yeah, and then we see Hal, we've seen this before, going to this cafe or restaurant, and there seems to be people either dead or like unconscious in this restaurant, basically. So I'm not sure what's happened to them, to be completely honest. But yeah, we do see him get attacked by some armed men, and he creates this bubble shield around him to protect himself from the bullets and the gunfire from these armed men. So I'm not entirely sure what is going on here. But yeah, the green construct looks amazing in this shot. So yeah. But yeah, this is probably another cool moment. But yeah, we see John like in the gym as well, training as well, like on the punch bag and that, which is really cool. Like training himself. We do get to see what potentially might be a flashback to Jon Stewart when he was a young kid with his family. So I'm intrigued to see what these flashbacks will be with Jon Stewart, to be honest. But yeah, they're all sitting around watching TV. And then we get some more dynamic scenes between Hal and John. And he jokes about him liking him. And we see Hal pull up to the sheriff. Yeah. This scene is quite interesting. Jon Stewart is walking through the town after the destruction, it looks like, of that attack. But he's wearing like a sort of like prisoner outfit, it seems. But he's holding the lantern battery. So I'm not sure what is going on in this. Why he's wearing that. Maybe it's because he's been captured or he got arrested or something. But these armed guys are aiming their guns at him. But we see young John in the flashback, and we do see a younger Hal Jordan on the TV, which is interesting. So I wonder if the world maybe knows who Hal Jordan is as Green Lantern, just because of another shot that's in this trailer. I mean, in this screen on the TV here, it does look like this might be when he's a test pilot. Maybe in this scene on the TV, maybe this is like the news or something on the TV, but I'm not too sure. But it would be interesting to see if the world actually knows if Hal Jordan is Green Lantern as well. That could be something definitely interesting, to be honest, because I don't think we've ever seen that before in any adaptation. I might be wrong, where the world actually knows Hal Jordan is Green Lantern, because obviously he normally wears a mask. But in this scene here, he's got his uniform on, his Green Lantern uniform on the TV again, but he's not wearing the mask. It looks like he's being interviewed or something. So that's why I'm thinking that the world actually knows he's Green Lantern. I know that Guy Gardner, he doesn't wear a mask or anything. But, yeah, that is interesting. But yeah, then we get this shot of this alien planet, it looks like. Now, this is interesting because something's obviously heading towards the alien planet, so I wonder if it's like maybe a Green Lantern, maybe, or maybe like a ship heading towards the planet. But yeah, it does look like we will be going to alien planets in the series as well, because a lot of people are wondering, oh, is this just going to be set on Earth? And I don't think all of it will be set on Earth. I think a majority of it will be, but there will be parts of the show where we will visit other planets. But yeah, then we get this cool shot of Hal in his uniform, which looks like he's visiting some sort of prison, so maybe it's on this alien planet that we just saw in the previous shot, because we do see this prisoner in this cell, this alien prisoner cell, and it's got like a shield between Hal and this prisoner, and I wonder if this might be Sinestro. We only see the back of him, so it's hard to tell if it's Sinestro or not. But yeah, I can't really tell if that's meant to be Sinestro or not, to be honest, because you can only see the back of him. I mean, it could be Sinestro, because we know he is going to be in the show, and we'll probably see some flashbacks of Sinestro training Hal, potentially. So, but yeah, we get this other shot of a military aircraft, and we know Jon Stewart's on it, so this is another flashback for John, because obviously he's got that military background in the comics and that. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to see those flashbacks. Then we get our first look at Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion reprising his role as Guy Gardner Green Lantern. So we obviously first met him in Superman, and then he obviously made an appearance in the very first episode of Peacemaker as well, alongside Hawkgirl and Maxwell Lord. And it does look like maybe he's talking to John, maybe, it looks like. But yeah, we get to see a guy in his same outfit from Peacemaker and Superman. So yeah, I can't wait to see the dynamic between Guy, Hal and John. But yeah, this could be interesting to see the dynamic between them three, to be honest. Because I know Hal in the last trailer he said he was the only human Green Lantern, so he completely ignored Guy's existence, which is such a funny thing. But yeah, that's gonna be quite funny to see what they're like with each other, all three of those Green Lanterns. But yeah, I'm glad we got Nathan Fillion back in this show. If you're gonna do a Green Lantern project, you gotta have him in it. Like, it just makes so much sense, to be honest. And then we see another shot of an alien planet with Hal and John on, so maybe they're doing some sort of training, it looks like, because John is carrying some stuff and they look like they're in their civilian clothing at all as well, so yeah. See some jets as well flying over, so that could be a nod to Hal's like test pilot days. But yeah. Now this scene, John's being pinned to the ground and he's having some sort of device or something injected into his head. Now it's glowing like yellowy orangey, isn't it, on this device? So I'm not entirely sure what the hell is actually going on in this scene. Like, are they trying to knock him out or like sedate him or something, or take something from him? I'm not too sure what this could be. But yeah, it could be tying into that scene where he was in that prisoner outfit earlier. But yeah, we see John going down the highway, and then him as a sniper as well, probably in the military. But yeah, then we get this shot, which was really cool. I am such a big fan of this actress. We get to see Laura Linney. I know her from Ozark, and she was amazing in that show. And obviously the people that did Ozark are working on Lanterns, so it's cool that they've brought her over. I've seen rumours of who she could be playing, and a lot of people think she might be playing Carol Ferris, but she might be playing somebody completely new. But if she is playing Carol Ferris, that could make sense, because obviously Hal's a lot older, and obviously Hal and Carol are kind of a thing in the comics. It'd be interesting to see if she is like Star Sapphire as well, if she is Carol, like with the pink lanterns, because obviously, like I said earlier, this show is called Lanterns, it's not called Green Lanterns, so you would expect to see more than one colour lantern in this if it's called Lanterns. But yeah, it's cool to see her in this trailer. I did not really know she was going to be in this. But yeah, we see some cool other shots, but yeah, then the title at the end and the release date, which is obviously August 16th. DC Studios Lanterns is coming out then. But yeah, that is pretty much my thoughts and my breakdown for this Lanterns trailer, guys. I was such a big fan of this trailer. It's definitely a lot better than the first one. There's definitely a lot more green, as people were complaining about that, but that wasn't really a complaint for me, to be honest, because I knew we would get shown that eventually. But yeah, guys, I want to know what your thoughts are. Did you enjoy this trailer? Let me know down below and that. But yeah, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.